Georgia Elite Classic. This is the sophomore versus freshman game, one of the best ones we have. We've had a doozy, had the 8th grade walk-off game winner, had another good one between the juniors, and now it's time for the freshman and sophomore. This game will be a lot of fun, a lot of big-time prospects in this one. When we look at both teams, sophomores, Athens Academy, Keon Standiford, he ended up finishing with an offer after the exceptional reception he had here in the Elite Classic in practice. Got a Georgia State offer. Remember Rusty telling me a lot about him. Cartersville defensive lineman Grayson Villar.
Grayson Villar. If I get that one right, because I know his mom and dad. I'll be in trouble with that name.
Grayson Villar. He's also been very impressive. Katarius Mooney Gibson for Kale is another impressive player. Malachi Speed. But Rusty, tell us about the freshman real quick.
Well, I think Bodie Spence, quarterback out of East Paulding High School, someone I think which really kind of impressed me. You're going to see Quelly Felder. He's an offensive lineman out of Carrollton. He's about 6'5", probably 320 pounds. And you're going to see these young freshmen, and you're going to see what are we feeding these kids? Because they're all Hunter Hill out of Peach County. He's probably 325 pounds, 6'4". They'll start with Spence right here. They're going to go empty set right off the bat.
Here is Spence. Spence looks back to throw. Easy read. And that's incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Reading that was number 29 for the sophomores, Asa Wall.
Yep, Asa Wall out of...
Oh, my bad. That's Zy Huzzy.
Zy Huzzy, yes. DB out of LaGrange. They love him. Play him a little bit both ways. Another one of those young guys that Coach Napier is very, very excited about.
Here it is, run outside and contained well again. All over that is number 23, Douglas Callahan from Gilmer County.
Yeah, third year. He plays an 8th grader, plays a 9th grader, now he's playing the 10th grade. Here's what you want to watch. Can they move the football against this front four? Now, they're starting 5 offensive linemen, freshmen. I think they can hold their own. Can the depth hold up, and can they get some chunk plays so they don't sit there and let these DBs and these defensive linemen just pin their ears back? Because this is a really very talented sophomore team.
Yes, it is. Here is Spence rolling out of the pocket. Can't quite find his target. That pass there was intended for Jet Abrams, Cedartown. And a good stand, early stop.
Yes, Coach Abrams, head coach at Cedartown. Jamie Abrams, that's his son. It's okay, go through the nerves a little bit as a freshman team and see what they can do defensively here.
All right, sophomores will take back over.
The sophomore team has a goal to be the first Georgia Elite team to go 2-0. Same class.
Same class.
Same class. Go 2-0. And you had to win the freshman game. They're the only class to ever win the freshman game.
2-0. They are loaded for the sophomore.
And listen, Coach Troop and the same staff come back, and this is just a really tight bunch, man. This will be one of those that these kids right here will forever be guys. So this is a really tall task for this freshman team.
Yes, it is. Not Standiford catching that punt.
Standiford at Athens Academy, plays for Josh Alexander. It's a young man that they called me about. He came over and played in 8th grade. He might have weighed 110. I mean, he was a little kid. He was really fast then. He has grown into that. Najee, that clip you put on social media yesterday, man made a one-handed catch, and it's no coincidence about an hour later he had an offer. You know what I mean? That thing went viral real quick, and I told you that was a good job getting that clip. And he's a guy that he's more quick than top end speed, but he was so impressive yesterday watching him in one-on-ones.
100%. Here we go. That's Ben Muser out quick to his target. He makes the first defender miss, picking up a nice gain. That's number 10 for Blue. That's going to be Cole Hendon, Archer.
Yeah, Archer. You're going to see Musser. Musser was the MVP of this game last year. It was kind of his coming out party. He was a big reason why this class was able to beat the 2026 class.
100%.
There you go.
It up there.
There you go.
Trying to give it to Mooney Gibson. Having none of it. That was the Cartersville.
Big 29 there for the freshman. Asa Wall. Dad, J.T. Wall. A lot of people remember him. Former Georgia Bulldog. I believe J.T. played with the Steelers for a while. Big fullback. His uncle called me. His dad wouldn't even call me to nominate and put in the game. I'm not trying to get JT in trouble. His uncle called me and said, "Look, he can play. Right. Don't let him be a dad." I said, "That's all I need to." When the uncle calls, we put him in the game, man.
Love to see it. Love it. Here we go. All right, here's Musser. Musser looking deep over the middle of the field. Too much on that one.
Good coverage.
For Hendon.
Good coverage.
And that's the young Milton defender there, Rusty. That was number 20 for the freshman, Christian Edwards.
Yes.
Over top.
See Colin Pope from Cartersville. Shocker. Another young, talented Cartersville player. With the pressure, kind of flushing him out of the pocket. Big down here if the freshmen get off the field. Oh, had to call that one.
Encroachment.
We're trying to be a little bit lenient with the flags as it gets later tonight, but that clap got him.
Yes, it did. I'll move him up 5.
We have a dead ball off sides on the defense. A 5-yard penalty.
You don't want to give them any. Don't want to give up any free yards.
No, you don't. Not to that explosive offense. Player I want you to watch, Rusty, there in that slot, Huggins.
Yes,
Very
sir.
underrated guy.
Yes, sir. Out of North Cobb Christian. Know his dad well, Derek Huggins.
Here is Musser. Deep ball down the field. That's Keon Standiford. He got him. Easy touchdown. And sophomore strike first. Wow, made that look easy, Rusty.
That's a Prince Avenue to Athens Academy. You talking about two teams that are not crazy about each other. But, man, what a connection here. Ben Musser drops this, gets into coverage, gets behind the young defensive back, and Keon Standiford has been doing it all week.
Yes, he has.
Hadn't let up.
No, he is not. That scoring recap presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Easy pitch and catch for those two, and Musser makes it look easy.
Yeah, you get the young DB kind of look his eyes in the backfield. And next thing you know, you realize how sudden Standiford is.
Man, like you said, quick,
man.
Oof.
Gets on you quick.
That's an early 7-0 lead for the Blue.
Great hands. Know those guys over there well, Athens Academy. They're excited about him, and as he transitions into a junior, he's going to be. He already was a major part of their team. He's going to be their guy the next 2 years over there for the Spartans.
Yes, he is. I mean, sophomore could rush over 1,000 yards receiving. I mean, that's not easy to do. They
No.
only lost one game all year.
Yep. I tell you what, they had a tough deal. They were the only team in the state in the playoff bracket that had 4 weeks off. There were teams in the state of Georgia that had 4 and 5 weeks off during the season because of the storms and the plant fire over on I-20. But they had 4 weeks between clinching the region championship and their first round playoff game. Tough to keep those kids focused that long. Not making excuses. You got to win the games, but tough situation for Coach Alexander and those guys to deal with that.
100%. All right, sophomore strike first. How will the freshman answer? We're going to find out right here.
Second possession here for the freshman.
First and 10 goal on the 3-yard line.
And Bo Spence trots back out.
And he's grown. But you had a chance to see him. I mean, he's 6'1", 6'1 and a half. And start talking about 2028 quarterbacks. Some good buzz around him.
For sure. Here's the catch, running back right here. Gobbled up. That was number 13 on the stop for the sophomore, Jorian Bailey from Cartersville.
That man played last year. Grayson Villar, Bailey, those guys with that sophomore group. See 99, Villar. See those two interior. That's two big youngins inside from Cartersville.
Man, on the outside.
And their defensive end, yeah. And you look at big pancakes on the. When pancakes on the outside, you know you got some beef inside.
Here we go. Quick pass out there. Good job by Spence trying to break free, and Hunter converges there on the stop.
Just run to the football.
And he's trying to get that out to Dallas Hadley, Parkview. Just the speed there from the sophomore.
Yeah, I really want to keep going.
Yes.
Keep going north south. You know, you had a little. I think you had a little crease there, and again, a little bit of jitters from these younger players trying to get things going. Got to trust yourself. Get north south, get what you can get. you're looking at 3rd and 12, you're probably looking at 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
To get up north and south on that play.
All right. 3rd and 12. There's a snap. Spence. Quick throw. Inside.
Receiver, he thought the receiver was going to cut in. Receiver cuts out.
Miscommunication there, Rusty.
Just trying to figure out what they're doing offensively here. Go through the communications.
Was looking there for
good ball. It just see receiver cut out. See Five's looking for it at his right hand. He thought he was going to sit down.
Intended for Parker Landis. So a punt here from the freshman.
Got 9 guys back here. They're not letting that thing get by them.
They trying to get that field position. Second possession coming up here for the Blue.
Start out with Ben Musser. See what they do here. Second possession. Maybe Teddy Gerard out of North Cobb Christian. Another very talented. They try. Yeah, go ahead.
Coming in.
Yep.
Very talented player.
Yep. Had a great season. Ran into a buzzsaw on Prince Avenue, but they go down and beat Savannah Christian.
I know.
They go down and beat the #1 seeds on the road in Savannah.
Yeah, something special about this kid right here that's about to get the snap. Here's Gerard, quick throw, quick hitters, nice move inside right there. That's Jalen Britt. Britt breaking the tackle right there, getting deep into goal territory. Tell you what, Rusty, no one's talking about him, but that Noonan kid, Britt,
yes,
very impressive in practice, Rusty.
Yep. This tackle there. Tough angle.
Yeah, great job turning inside. Quick hitters. Here we go. Gerard's going to keep it. It's a nice positive gain there.
Quarterback key by Teddy Gerard.
These 2027 quarterbacks are going to start coming more into focus. I know Teddy Gerard's, a guy that's got some early offers. I know Wisconsin's a team he's made a couple of visits to, and he's got some ties. He's got some family ties at the University of Georgia.
Yep.
So we'll see how his recruiting goes over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months.
There's the handoff, breaking the tackle, trying to get over the middle of the field, and a first down run. Great job right there. That's Javarius Warner from Troop.
Man, say it again. West Georgia, speed. Look how quick he gets in the hole. Good move, made the defender miss. North-south quick.
Nice move by him. Here we go. Gerard takes the pass. Quick throw. Britt breaks right there. Tried to break that. Good job corralling them.
Yep. Peach County defensive back there holds on. Not the biggest defender. But gets enough of the jersey just to hold on enough. Look at him spinning around. Holding on to wait on his guys to get there.
Stopped by number 33.
That was Javon Hill. Go. Another read option. Gerard's going to keep it, break the tackle, and get in for the score. Another touchdown for the Sophomores as they go up.
Good drives, couple of easy drives right here so far for the Sophomores. And
here's a scoring recap presented by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
This is a game. I'm gonna put it out there. This is a game that this is a tall task for this freshman team. I'm just telling you, this is a really good, and we've always had really competitive games for this freshman sophomore.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, yesterday I looked at that sophomore team, and they're pretty special.
Yes, they are. Here's the Blue coach's team resume. Israel Troop is the head coach. First season as offensive coordinator at Thomasville, offensive coordinator and assistant head coach at Monroe High School prior. 2019-2020, offensive coordinator and assistant head coach at Valwood School. 2015, on staff at Colquitt County. They saw back-to-back state champions 2014 and 2015. And 2014, wide receiver coach at Tuner County.
Israel Troop was a 5-star wide receiver at Tift County, played for University of Georgia. I think Israel was there, unfortunately, the same time A.J. Green was, so somebody was getting the touches.
Hard to compete with that one.
Hard to compete with those, but great guy, great coach. did a great job the first year at Thomasville. But I can tell you this, he's going to be a head coach, and he's going to be a head coach somewhere quickly. And he's the type of coach that's going to be able to be selective on where he wants to go, because he's going to be highly coveted. He's just a great person. And when I called him up to see if he wanted to come back this year, he jumped on it quickly. And these kids absolutely love him. They were bouncing around yesterday around him, and he is really, really tight with his team.
Yes, he is. Quarterback to watch for in this one, though, Rusty. Trey Bird, very impressive in practice.
Veterans High School.
Yes, sir.
Middle Georgia.
That's Keelan Wansley there that takes the direct snap.
Yeah, you want to keep it up in there. You know what I mean? That's that youth. You want to try to bounce out, make tough, but you got to get what you can get and get in. Get up north and south.
Yep, great pursuit there.
Good block on the edge right there by number 60. Big Joshua Evans played last year, a Milton tackle. He's a kid that's he's going to be big piece. Milton's going to have two probably really young tackles, but I'm talking about two very special tackles, including probably a freshman.
They're going to be good for some years. There's Trey Bird. He's going to keep the direct snap there. Good pursuit in the tackle right there.
These numbers are getting hard.
You can see that's number 23, Rusty. Darlington helmet.
No, that's Gilmer County.
Oh, Gilmer County, my bad.
Sir, yes, sir. Don't get that one wrong.
Calhoun.
Don't get that one wrong. Big Douglas Callahan, third year play. He plays as an 8th grader. You see Big Max Johnson beside him. Those two, I can't even imagine the amount of text they keep up with each other. It's a third year playing together in this game.
Yep.
Playing linebacker together.
Here we go. Here's Bird. Back to take it. He's looking over the middle of the field, and it's falling incomplete. Got a cool story about those two real quick, Rusty. Callahan and obviously Brown. So I went to the gym last night, Rusty, there at the hotel at the Marriott. It's like
listen to you 9:30.
I went to go work out, right? And guess who I see down there getting the late night pump?
Who's that?
Max Brown and Douglas Callahan.
No doubt, man.
But I seen a bunch of kids come through, Rusty.
Yeah.
They're not taking it serious, just lollygagging, just messing around.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're taking it serious.
Yeah, and they're working. Yeah, they look different, too.
They're different.
Yeah.
They are different.
Had a chance to talk with Mike Brown, Max's dad, this week, and talked about the success of Sammy and what he did as a freshman at Clemson this year. Led the team in tackles, I believe.
ACC Defensive Rookie of the Year.
ACC Defensive Freshman of the Year. And Max is so he's so different than Sammy. You know, what I mean, he's got some juice to him, man. Sammy, no gloves. You know, just
he's like that old
plain as day. And Max, who's this great football player, comes out. He's got towels, gloves, face paint. You could put nothing else on Max. And he played a great game in the state championship. They lost one, a tough one to Calhoun, but it was, to me, that game was like, okay, Max Brown is his own person. You know what I mean? He's going to be that Power 4 guy that everybody thought he was, and just played well.
Yes, he did. And that's Weston Goodman in at quarterback. They're going to do a handoff here. Looking to get it, bounced it outside. Nice run. Dragging defenders with him. It's like Tylen Glover from Veterans. Good run by him.
Got a guy I was impressed with yesterday, Jaden Durham, who's a left tackle from Veterans. Got several players here from Veterans. See the big left tackle at the top. Big 6'4", young man, 6'5". I got a chance to meet him yesterday. I was impressed with him.
Here's Goodman looking back to throw. He's going to instead keep it, get some positive yards, takes a little bit of a hit there. He's going to move the sticks for the sophomores.
Quarterback key by number 4, Weston Goodman.
You can see that on that replay.
65 breaks and fell ball on the stop.
Here we go. Another run play there. Glover getting an outside. Nice cut back, and he's open in the middle of the field, and he's trying to break loose. One man to beat, and just gets tripped up. Nice job by Glover there, getting close to breaking loose for the score.
And frustrating for the freshman right there to do everything right. Watch him take on this counter and just overruns that play just a little bit. The sophomores threatening again.
Here's Red Zone presented by Inspired Landscape Solutions. Here's Goodman, bobble snap there, able to get back on in a TFL for the Cartersville player, number 45, Rusty.
Colin Pope.
Colin Pope making the play. One you're very high on.
Yep, very much. You don't see a young man beside him there with a black helmet on. That is Will Worthington. See him look at his wristband. His dad is the strength coach at Cedartown. That's who Nick Chubb works out with, Coach Mike Worthington. Will's been around Nick Chubb since he was walking. And he's going to be a good one, too, at Cedartown.
Yes, he is. And that one is picked off, Rusty. Right on cue.
Great job.
What a play. Freshman says, how about that? Cooper Melvin, athlete, Rusty.
Imagine that. Guess what school? Cartersville. Look at him jump that route. Good job cutting a defender off.
Not interfering.
Nice play, man. Good answer by the freshman.
Just what you needed.
Back in this thing. Get a stop.
Trey Bird will remain out there at quarterback. In the backfield for the first time, Braxton Palmer, Peachtree Ridge.
Number 22, Melvin with the interception.
Here's the run play. Going to get to the outside, and great job by the Blue pursuing. We got 2 13s. Nice Khalil Charles. Rotate that.
Got some good speed. Look at him get to the corner. Breaks one tackle. Turns the corner. It's a little bit of positive yards. Second and 7, second and 6. Need to move the chains a couple times. Get a little confidence in yourself.
Little rhythm.
Little rhythm. Going double tights.
There's Charles right there, getting through the middle.
There
Good job.
Go. There you go.
Getting the first down.
Go double tights. Man on man.
A little bit of
guys.
push.
A little bit of push. Hey, never know. Get a pick in the end zone. You looked outmatched.
Yes.
Get your little drive going here. Get some confidence to you. Let's have a ball game.
All right, here we go. First and 10. And there's Charles on the run. Good job right there, getting some more positive yardage.
Like that. You can work with 2nd and 5.
Second and 5, sub coming in now. Jet Whitworth, Rabin County receiver. Here we go. There's Bird, stepping up in the pocket. Has time, looking deep, Rusty, for Wansley. Wansley comes down with it over the middle of the field and does a celebration. Great throw, great pitch and catch by those two.
Telling you, you said it earlier. This young man right here. Look at Bert. Watch him reset his feet. Get behind the defenders. Good job. Falling down. Finishes the catch.
Had to adjust a little bit.
Listen, Coach Justin Miller at Milton. He's been on me, and he has been on me, and he's been on me about this young man.
I'm telling you, Rusty, he's special. Here we go. First and 10.
Counter.
And off to Charles. Charles has a gap.
Look at here.
Seam. Touchdown, freshman. There we go.
And just like that, you're thinking it's about to be 21-0.
Yes.
And we're going to be giving out hugs up here.
Yes.
The freshmen answer with a drive. Great job by those young men.
Good play by Charles. Nice off-tackle counter right there. 101, and he finds Pater.
Oh, man. I don't know how we do that on a bad snap on extra point.
Oh.
And he got it in. It's all that matters.
We'll take it. 14-7. Sophomores lead. And here's the yellow coach resume. Head coach Dan Mullins. DC in strength and conditioning coach at Alatoona. 1 year very high on Rusty. Second season coaching at the Georgia League Classic. Seen him last year. Seventh season coaching high school football on strength and conditioning staff at the University of Cincinnati under Luke Fickle.
He's a consultant for Titan Sports. And they do the GPS vest. So everybody in the state of Georgia that has that, he kind of answers the questions on how to use it. Picked it up, I believe, at Cincinnati in the college staff. It's incredible what he does. And that data they have to get game speed. We have a lot of kids today wearing those vests. But the best thing about Coach Mullins is I want to tell you thank you very much, because he put those, and he took his time to put those on those seniors today, trying to help those guys get some data for them. And, we've already got a little bit of data out, but these freshmen and I believe sophomores, the skill players, will be able to see their game speed. In today's game, Najee, it's just about as important as running a 40 is that game speed. They want to see the GPS.
And I think a lot of colleges now are kind of preferring that.
Yeah,
they want that game speed. Like 40 is cool, but if you're in the game and you can run 20 miles per hour and get up the field quick, I think they kind of prefer that.
Yep, sure do. Max Brown.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, man, he's a little light tonight. He usually got some gloves, a couple towels, and see big 50. See the left tackle there coming out.
That's what you're telling me about.
Yes, sir. State champion from Carver, Columbus.
Terrence Warren.
Yes, he's probably got. And see 77. He picked up an offer from Auburn yesterday.
Yeah, that
Carter Mathis.
Yeah, that's Carter Mathis. That's
Big Red. That's Big Red. Big Red from Gainesville.
He played for a while in the Georgia League.
He's played a while. I told him yesterday. I said, Carter, you have lost your baby fat, my man.
There's Mustard right there breaking loose on the tap for a triple. Good tackle in the open field. I believe that's 14 gold.
That's GAC.
Here's Wilson. Good initial job right here by Mustard, making those two defenders miss. And look at this open field tackle. Pin perfect.
He plays for my high school teammate, Ken Irvin, who called me about him to get him in the game.
Here's Mustard. Back to throw. Looking deep down the field. Stanford again. Too deep for him. He had another step.
Yeah,
that might be a problem.
Yeah, Mustard just missed him right there.
Might have to shade the defender over there.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch our matchups a little bit. Let's say this. Everybody plays in this game. Doesn't matter. Everybody plays. Play as many reps as you can play. And I made that clear to the coaches. And everybody understands. So sometimes you're going to have some matchups that aren't ideal. But that's okay.
Here's Mustard. Looking over the middle. And it's caught in traffic.
Good ball, man. Good catch, too.
Great catch. Going to be just a little bit short. That's Hudson Hill. Rusty, I'll tell you what about Hudson Hill.
And thousands of freshmen.
Elite route runner. Rusty.
Yep. Had a big season as a freshman playing with Aaron Philo. They come over and do some different things offensively this year. Had to spread it out a little bit more. They had Jake Bobo running quarterback. They had Ben Musser running quarterback. And try to do some different things to get back to the state championship. But you see Hudson Hill there in the slot, who hasn't lost a step. I can tell you that.
Definitely not.
Man, that kills you. Those 3 yards. Trying to get stops.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense. First down.
Tough spot there for the freshman.
Yep.
And that moves the sticks for the sophomores. Here we go. And Musser hands it off to his back. Right there, 45. Continue to turn them legs. Get a nice push. 8 yards.
45, Braden Wilbur with the carry.
Braden Wilbur, Sequoia.
Hey, man, Sequoia's been... we talk about all the West Georgia schools, but the Canton schools, the Cherokee County schools have really been impressive.
They have. Back in now is Mooney Gibson, 2027 class. A lot of offers as well. Musser finds Gibson. Gibson makes a move, drops his shoulder, get a first down. Good job by him.
Mooney Gibson on the reception.
Had a player call me from Mississippi this week, wanted to show up to play.
Rusty, it's so many people that want to play in this
Yes,
event.
and it's just different, man. And so happy our kids from the state of Georgia get to do it. But had to tell a young man, hey, don't get in the car, man. Can't do it.
Can't do it. All right, coming up in second quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the Peachtree Sports Network.
Nearly 1 in 4 U.S. consumers have been a victim of identity theft, even when they did all the right things to protect their personal information.
I did everything right, but an institution that had my data didn't, and now my identity's been stolen.
Banks, hospitals, employers, and other institutions all have your personal information too, and when they're exposed, careful monitoring of your accounts and credit won't be enough.
$110,000 of my hard-earned money gone.
The stakes are high, and even if you take steps to protect your personal information, you're not the only one who has it. Only LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second, alerting you to the widest volume of threats. And if you become a victim, a dedicated U.S.-based identity restoration specialist will fix it guaranteed. Plus, all LifeLock members are backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package, including reimbursement for stolen funds. Call now or go online and use promo code 35TV to save 35% off an annual plan for your first year.
All right, welcome back here to the second quarter, 14-7. And here is the snap taken by Mooney Gibson. Right there, nice run over the middle, keep the legs churning, nice 7-yard gain. Rusty, I'll tell you what, I help operate sometimes the social media account for Elite Classic. As you see the replay here from Mooney Gibson. Rusty, there's kids from Florida. There's kids from Mississippi, Texas, Wisconsin that want to play in this event. It's insane.
We just this is different. Like I said, this is not the only All-Star game.
No.
There's some great All-Star games in the state of Georgia, especially this week.
Here's Musser. Goes over the middle of the field, finds him. Great ball. Good move.
Huggins. Look at Huggins.
My goodness. Great play right there.
A lot of buzz about this young man right here. DJ Huggins, wide receiver at North Cobb Christian, plays with Teddy Gerard there. And you see the explosiveness. Once he catches the ball, watch this gear he puts on right here to get back up the field. Good ball by Musser.
And here we go. Terrace Mooney Gibson, nice run. And keeps the legs turning, finally brought down. And we were in the red zone presented by Inspired Landscape Solutions. On that stop was Ian Duck from Lambert
High School. Freshmen have a little more juice to them.
Yes.
I mean, they're like, we're okay.
Yeah,
we can play. We're here.
Yeah,
we can play with these guys. We can play. We're here.
100%. Yeah, that interception definitely helped. All right, 2nd and 7.
Got to watch Musser's legs now if he run off in coverage.
Here's Musser. Pressure coming. There's Pope. Gets past him. Off the run. And it's caught. Touchdown. Keon Standifer again. Rusty, you got to look at this replay from Musser.
I'm telling you, good ball. I mean, the defender, how tight this window is. Watch this defender trying to undercut it. Pope's going to flush him out. Watch Musser throw this ball. The receiver's trying to get there. Great throw. I mean, right on time.
You can't throw that any better. Can't throw that one no better. Good job by Musser. And the kick is good. 21-7 lead for the Sophomores.
And we talked about it. Keon Standifer, he did in practice. Do it in a game.
Yes. That's 2 touchdowns for him so far, Rusty.
Yep, 2 for him. And you think about little things, Najee. 3rd down penalty. Extends drives.
Yes.
Got to get off the field as freshmen. You got to get off the field, and it's okay. I mean, they're young guys, but look, if you want to have that upset, to be the 2nd team ever to win as a freshman, you got to have little plays like that go your way. You cannot give up penalties.
You're 1,000% right. And there's too many playmakers on the sophomore team.
Yeah, they'll hurt you. Yeah, they'll hurt you there. Just Musser made 2 really good throws in there. You look at DJ Huggins catching a ball and taking it from a 12 to 20.
Yes. All right. So freshman, 21-7, still in it. How will they respond after the score from the sophomores? 2 Ben Musser touchdowns, 2 touchdown catches from Keon Standifer.
quarterback in. I believe this is going to be.
I believe that is Chris Smooth Miller. That's Kennesaw Mountain.
Kennesaw Mountain had a good year for Caleb Carmine and those guys. Like what I saw out of him yesterday at practice.
See what he can do with it, with his opportunity. There's Miller right over the middle. Good pass. Good inside.
Good upfield.
And rally down there by the blue.
Got some other guys in now. Start seeing a little bit of rotation from both teams.
And good catch there from Dallas Hatley.
Well, that left guard, man. Hunter Hill out of Peach County. He is the nephew of Trey Hill from Cincinnati Bengals, former Georgia Bulldog. He is. See that left guard? I mean, right guard here with a red helmet.
Yep.
Left his helmet at home. His dad about got on him. We got him taken care of.
Right there, they get the ball to Hatley right there, sniffed out right there by the sophomores. Great speed. That's going to be a loss on the play, Rusty.
Yeah, man. Smart bunch. It's going to be hard to go east-west against them.
As you can see right here, good pursuit.
That's Chris Johnson out of Cedartown. Another really good football player. You see the coaches over there excited, see them, the energy from them. We're gonna have to get out to these guys north-south. It's gonna be hard to run sideline to sideline on this speed on this team.
All right, 3rd and 8. There's a snap. Here's Miller. Miller surveys to the right. Pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. Has time. Can't quite get it there. That pass intended for Parker Landis.
Best helmets in the state, Mays High School.
Yes.
Oh, man, those baby blues.
Can't replicate those.
Best unis, best helmets. When they wore those baby blues, and a couple years they played in Corky Kell.
That in the Great Atlanta Bash.
Great Atlanta Bash.
And sophomores will take back over. Standifer receives it. All right. 11:32 to go here in the first half. Another player I want to kind of mention too for the freshman goal. We'll see if we gets a little bit of burn here, and that's Christian Webb Scott. Russ, they've heard a lot about him. Defensive end for Buford. It seems, I don't know what they got over there. I don't know if it's a factory, Rusty, but they always got some guys over there, man.
Man, always.
I heard a lot of buzz about him. Here we go. Gerard back in the game. Quick throw. Finds his receiver. Can't quite put the move on. Good tackle by the Milton.
Way to run the football.
That was the Milton defender there. Christian Edwards with the initial hit.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be, let's see who, Wilson comes up. Gerard, little quick screen.
Great job right there. Pierce Wilson finishing it off. Initial, Christian Edwards. 2nd and 10 now.
Gerard takes a shot deep here.
And another quick hitter.
Out.
Blockers. That's Monkus from Troup County. Nice game for him.
Davis Monkus is a 3rd-year player. This is the guy that I talked to him 2 days ago. And he's the next one I think is going to start. His attention is going to pick up a lot. See him try to put the brakes on a wet field, but he's a young man along with Standiford. This is 3rd-year player that's been really impactful in this game when he's been there. Man, we got to stay on sides. And listen, look what it is. 3rd and 5.
Come on.
Got to just can't do it, man.
Just did that last possession, Rusty.
Yep. Can't extend those possessions.
Got a dead ball encroachment on the defense.
And here are the officials via Georgia Building Trades Academy. Youth Build, Doug Rowe, referee, Tim Segols, umpire, Rockfield D. Armour, head linesman, Kelly Goldman, back judge. All right, here we go. Gerard Pressure's coming. He's trying to escape. Able to get to the corner there and get a nice gain. Modest gain there for Gerard, but showing that athleticism.
Yep. Want to be able to see him get outside the pocket a little bit. Taller kid. And again, you have a penalty, extends a drive, and can't give these type of older athletes.
More experience, Rusty.
More experienced. Look at Carter Mathis, 77. I mean, he is legit 6'6", 6'5".
It's crazy because he didn't even start this year.
He looked like it, yeah.
Man,
yeah, he's gonna
imagine what he's going to look like.
He's going to be a grown man this year.
Yes, he is. Look at that run, Rusty. Getting to the outside tackle. Impressive run there from number 7, Tylen Glover. But yeah, I think next year, Rusty, to your point, with that Gainesville offense, he'll look good. He got a nice young quarterback, too.
Great quarterback. I was so impressed with him when they played Milton. I know they lost that game, but he won me over that night.
Yeah, that's Kareem Hughley for those watching at home.
Yes. Throw the ball, run the ball.
A little bit of everything. Here is Gerard. Quick throw. Inside. Cleveland can't quite come down with it.
Gabe Prince there, right tackle. You see him in the Prince Avenue helmet. It's his third year playing in the game. He told me yesterday, I just felt like we were kids. I said, you still are a kid. You're a sophomore, man.
Still young. Yep. Here we go. And Gerard's going to keep this. Looks to throw it. The whistle blown. I think they're going to call him down right there. Good job by the freshman there, forcing that TFL.
Need to get off the field right here. Got a chance. This is one of those parts in the game where this thing can go either way. You got a chance to get a stop. .70 there from veterans. Young man I was impressed with. Talked about him earlier. Jaden Durham out of Veterans High School. That's a big young man playing left tackle. See him? There's a length on him.
What's that measurements there, Rusty? You know?
About 6'5".
6'5"?
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
Look at the length on those arms.
Here's Gerard. Back to snap. Plenty of time in the pocket. Oh, what a great break on the ball. Once again, Christian Edwards Milton with that PBU.
Justin Miller's going to take all the credit in the world for those young Milton DBs, but
like he got some more
good
coming
job.
through.
Just set in there. Almost jumped that.
They graduated too from this past year, obviously, with Dylan Lewis and Tyler Redmond. Got another one.
I mean, I couldn't jump it if the Falcons or Milton over there. Those two corners they had.
Man,
I tell you what, you can win a lot of football games when you can go man to man with your two outside corners. When you can just say, you got this guy.
Right.
You got that guy.
Right.
We got the rest of the field.
Man. And Rusty, from your experience, do you see a lot of high school schools be able to do that?
No. Can't do it. Now, probably the best defense I've covered in the last 10 years would be the 2018 Rome. And they would pressure you so much with their front four, they never had to bring anybody. When you had Adam Anderson, Jamarcus Chapman, Jaquan Griffin, all those guys went D1. Their front four all went to power four.
Wow.
So when you can pressure with four, you can do a lot of things in behind it. When you look at Milton, when you got two guys you can man up, and you can play with the other 9, you can do a lot of things.
That's a good point. All right, back for another possession. Looks like that'll be Miller again at the quarterback spot.
See if he can get some going. Hit quick timing, couple timing routes here. If he can get rid of the ball and see if they can go quick game with him.
And there's Miller. Back to snap. He's looking deep down the field, and it's going to be picked. I think that is Jet Watson on the pick for the Blue.
Not that play. No, it's going to make his dad happy.
Yes, it is. He read that one.
Just a little underthrown here.
And Jet Watson, right place, right time on the interception. Great job by him.
You're going to see 82 there in the white. And I believe that is the young man from Walton that is the national champion in the 200 meters. And I believe that's where they were trying to go, and I don't blame them. He is, if I can get his name.
Aiden Opore.
Yes.
Now, Russell, you highlight him on your extra Twitter account. Tell us a little bit more about him. Obviously.
So he is a track. He is the fastest 200 meters. He is the he has the longest long jump in the United States in high school. He's a freshman. And I asked him, I said, are you going to play any football? And he said, yeah, he loved it. But he is definitely, you know, he's a young man. When you're running a 21.8 at 14 years old, you have a really good opportunity of running with USA on your chest at some point. And but he did, you know, talk with his mom, and he really likes football as well. But that is probably, to me, that's the best track times I've ever heard on somebody that young. Wow. I had to go verify it. Just to be honest with you, I did. Yeah, I did. I was like, wait a minute now. The dude ran a 21.8 200. Incredible.
Yes, it was. And here's Goodman. He finds the receiver right there. Good little bubble screen. Out quick. And good catch and run. Evan Harden from Adairsville. Here's their replay.
Up in my neck of the woods. And job getting them good enough field. You know, little things. You get a stop. And the next play, you have a turnover.
Yeah.
I mean, those little things that
adds up.
Snowball against you a little bit.
They will. All right, here's Goodman. Quick throw out there. That is Hudson Hill. He makes the moves inside.
Good tackle.
Yes.
Man has a long throw, but good tackle out there. Hudson Hill in space. Still gets a few, but.
I believe that was Christian Edwards again, Rusty.
See how far he throws this ball. Outside the number. No, it's number 9.
Like it's from
Caden Morrow at a Woodland. Coach hit me up there a couple of weeks ago and said, Russ, if you got a spot, this guy's really good.
Seen right there on that play.
Yep, nice play coming up. You see him in the safety there beside the Milton defender. Trying to go deep on him.
Here's Goodman. He is trying to go deep and looking for Standifer, and another touchdown. His third of the night. Wow. Standifer. Seen it in practice, Rusty. Doing it in the game.
Yep.
Kid's special.
Yep, fast, man. Super quick. See where that quarterback's looking? You know who's been open all week? That young man. Look how easy he went and got that.
He makes it look easy.
He does. Very, very easy. Effortless. Yeah, tell you something. You wear gold shoes.
Yeah.
There's something about you.
Yeah, you gotta be a ball player.
Yep.
And sometimes you go to places, Rusty, and you see guys that have certain stuff on.
Yeah.
No.
Got some different swag to it.
Yeah.
I know this is gonna shock you, but I didn't wear gold shoes. I know I look like the gold shoe type, but I didn't wear gold shoes.
I gotta tell the fans at home, the kids have a new word for it. Obviously, Rusty said swag. They call it aura now.
Aura. Okay. Well, so yeah. Listen, I'm 8 years behind, so. In about 6 more years, when Aura comes around to me, I'll know how to use it right.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, it's funny.
Yeah, Michael Johnson with the gold shoes. And in the state championship, Langston Hughes had the gold shoes.
Yeah.
Maurice Gleaton.
Yeah, he did.
And he put on a show.
127 yards, 2 touchdowns early. Man. That game looked like it was going to be instant classic.
Every Georgia fan in America was asking me, is he going to play football? And I said, he's not playing football. He's going to run track, and he is going to have an opportunity to run the Olympics.
Yeah.
And he's that fast.
Yes, he is.
I think he was a 10-100 this year. Yep.
Yeah, can't replicate that type of speed. Man.
I would imagine Kirby Smart's going to go across the street, though, and say, listen.
You know he has to.
We got this Florida game coming up in a couple of weeks. You want to work during the bye week?
Yeah. Get you a little bit of work.
From my understanding with that, how that works, if he were to play football at any point, he comes off the track scholarship, and football has to scholarship him. So they use it where you can't sign these guys and use them as a quote-unquote track scholarship.
Right.
So if he ever goes and plays football, it counts against the football number.
Got you.
So they didn't know that. Yeah. And doesn't mean that don't ever happen.
Right.
At some point, but he is definitely going to Georgia and focus on running track, and their recent success with their track program and NIL guys and getting earnings and stuff like that is kind of keeping a lot of these players at home and a lot of these track athletes at home, where Arkansas has been the national perennial power for all these years in track.
Here we go. The quarterback in right here. They hand it off. Ooh, big hit there for the sophomores.
That's Chris. See your town again, 14.
Rush by number 12, Charles.
And right there.
Max Brown will stop for the sophomores.
Might have been Max Brown. Yep. It's a little different hit, I believe, when he's in there. I see him. That might have been Nix out of Temple. Hudson Nix. That's who that was. See him in the middle there with the tiger stripe pants.
Big hit by him.
Dad coaches at Temple.
There's Spence getting it out quick there. That's Wansley, 101. Seeing that speed, gets the first down, tripped up out there on the edge.
Yep. Got to get him involved a little more. Ball by Spence. Good block out there, but did pick it up, but sealed off the cornerback and allowed him to get north-south.
All right, here we go, 1st and 10. And there's a run. It's Charles. And Gollop there by number 30 for the blue. That's Bishop Dearmont. Blessed Trinity. There's a replay.
Those Cass freshman running backs. The twins, the Charles twins.
The new, looks like back is in.
That's
It's like Ryland Jenkins, Washington County.
Jenkins, Washington County, yep.
And they give it to Jenkins. Oh, he slips and
Oh,
falls.
man, might have had a little bit of space outside.
Couldn't quite catch his foot in there.
Yep.
Tough there. Coming up on about 4:15 left here in the second quarter, right before half.
Big Dante Walker in there, 90 out of Dublin High School.
3rd and 13 at the 40.
Trade in. See big, see what they got in there, defensive line.
So got Pancake back out there again.
Look how far he's off the ball.
Different look at defensive line formation here. Spence out quick, good catch over the middle through traffic. It's going to be short. But good reception there. It's Braddock Green.
Spence's pass is complete to number 15.
Good ball, tight window there by Spence. Really like what I've seen out of Bodie Spence this week. A lot of people, you know, his dad, former Paulding County High School. His dad was Smile Munden's high school coach at Paulding County. Goes over to East Paulding. Now he's the head coach there. Had a really good year. They got a lot of young talent. And Bodie Spence is the future there.
Yes, he is. There's Spence out of the pocket. Look at that throw, Rusty. Did he hang on?
Yes, sir. He's got it.
Wansley with a big-time catch on the sideline. Rusty, you got to look at this throw.
Yeah, man.
There was a bunch of defenders around.
And layer it. And a good job. The wide receiver play today has been incredible.
Man.
It has been incredible. They have been some acrobatic catches today by these young kids.
And that was an NFL-type catch, two feet down. The timeout blue. Here is Trades Academy Youth Build. The Georgia Building Trades Academy Youth Build, along with GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com and Smart Local 85, are proud to offer scholarships to participants of this year's Georgia League Classic. The Georgia Building Trades Academy Youth Build prepares students to achieve success through innovative partnerships and unique job readiness experiences. They help students meet both their personal and educational goals as they embark on their construction trades careers. Georgia League Classic thanks to Georgia Builds Trades Academy Youth Build, GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com, and Smart Local 85 for the generous contributions. All right, here we go. Welcome back.
8.5.
There's Spence. Oh, good tackle right there. Coming up for the big hit, Jorian Bailey.
Cartersville.
St. Carter's all night,
I
Rusty.
mean, those those young classes. Look at my man. Think he's ready for Christmas break? Playing hard. Tight group. See big sap right there from Pepperell. Got some big guys up front on this sophomore defensive line. That was one thing I was kind of, can they block them through their roster?
There's Spence. Spence looking deep down the field. And it's intercepted.
Took it away.
Just snatched it away from him. And he's looking, Rusty, to score on this one. Got some blockers in front. Cuts it up. One more defender. Big time play. That is Rohan Kitts on the interception.
Cedartown.
Saying that a lot today, too.
Cedartown Carter. What?
Another one.
The speed on him. He takes this ball away. Man, what a play at the end. Fights through it. And what's the speed right here?
Hit another gear.
Let me tell you something. I don't even have to ask. He runs track at Cedartown. You can't go to school and play football without running track at Cedartown. I can tell you right now.
You are not lying on that one, Rusty.
You don't run track at Cedartown, you can go somewhere else. And you see the speed he has.
Man.
Man, great opportunity for Head and Shoulders to give him a high school NIL. Wow, what a play, man! I mean, again, just little things like that. You're close to getting back in this thing, and
Musk is going to hand to Gibson here. Gibson makes a move in the middle of the field and gets a big time gain right there, moving the sticks.
Big Gibson out of Kale had a great year. He's going to be. This is an important offseason for him. He's got offers. Where's he going to be on everybody's board? I mean, because he's going to be in consideration for all the big schools on their boards. Red Zone's presented by Inspired Landscape Solutions. You see Gibson, man, look how patient he is. Low to the ground. My favorite word, contact balance. He's got all those things. Seems like he's been at Kale for 10 years.
Yeah, it does.
2 more left.
Man, young too. They got some guys over there.
They do got some guys. Yeah, they do a good job. And it's hard to start high school. It's hard to start for 4 years in high school. He's going to be one of those guys.
Yes, he is. Here's Mustard. Right back to Gibson through the middle. Dragging defenders in, and he's going to score a touchdown. Not an easy one, but you see the strength, and as you said, Rusty, the contact balance for the score.
That's going on.
That's a new TikTok, man.
Yeah, man. My back hurts from watching that one. Watch the guard pull him in. Watch the tackle right here. Look at Jones County helping him out. Look at that.
Yeah, he just wanted that more. Scoring recap is in about GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com.
Give a shout out to my man from Jones County.
Wow, great run there from Mooney Gibson. Continuing to show why he's one of the better backs in the 27 class here in the state of Georgia. And the kick is good.
That was big Alex Hammond at a Jones County High School with what I call the assist.
The extra point is good by Joey Black. Making the score 35-7. Blue.
35-7.
And you look at that score and you think it's really hadn't been like that.
No.
It's been a couple penalties twice to extend drives. It's been a taken away interception.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It flipped the field quick.
Yep.
It's just been one of those things that gets away from you when you face a talented team like this.
Yeah. They're loaded, Rusty.
This is one of the best. This is one of the best Georgia Elite teams. When I'm talking about from the top of the roster to the bottom. Right? They got they got D linemen, they got O linemen.
Linebackers.
They got speed, they got linebackers, every level. When I watched them practice yesterday, they were getting after it.
Yeah.
They were getting after each other. They were having a good time. They were bouncing around.
I want to ask you this, Rusty. How do you put these? I know it's not just you. I know you have committee and everything, but it seems like every year you always can accumulate great talent throughout all the games. But the sophomore and freshmen, always their best.
Again, let me say this before I say it. There's great games in the state of Georgia. I will put the Georgia Elite Classic up against any game, any All-Star game setting. See, there he is. There he is.
Too much on it.
He got jammed up just a little bit, but got to get that young man some touches because nobody on the field is as fast as him.
No.
Period.
No.
The Georgia Elite Classic, for lack of a better term, kind of sells itself now. You know what I mean? So 70% of the rosters that we take, we know these guys are no-brainers. We also try to take guys that may not be trying to go to the University of Georgia. We want to give a guy that's trying to go to a lower FCS or NAI or something, give you an opportunity. We also want to give opportunities to guys that this is going to be the last high school game they ever play. You know, but there's different layers to this.
Here's Bird. Nice throw over the middle. Can't quite complete the Hadley.
There's different layers. I talked to the 7th and 8th grade team, and I said, listen, guys, this is introductory for y'all. You know, this is, can you learn this? Can you come and be in this setting? Can you behave in this setting? Because if you don't behave, you're not ever coming back. And guess what? We had no problems with them. The seniors, when I talked to those guys, I said, this is a business trip for y'all. We're trying to help you get signed. It doesn't matter what's on that scoreboard. What are you going to put on tape? What are you going to put on this when somebody watches this game? So this freshman sophomore game, I would say, is the kind of the recruiting game. Who are the next stars out of the state of Georgia?
There's a run right there, gobbled up there by the sophomores. Yet again on the stop. That's Hudson Nix, Rusty, from Temple.
Yep. Gave it to him yesterday. I said, I didn't realize y'all's helmets were that good. He goes, hey, I helped design those, so he took credit. See my guy here from Dublin High School, big young sophomore defensive tackle. Yep. Deontay Walker. Look how big that young man is. And then last year, they had the big Nazir Johnson come out of there. Yes. He's now at Georgia, but this is the next one at Dublin. Dublin's one of those schools, man. I'm telling you, it's one of those schools that if you don't know about it and you don't stop as a college coach, you're not doing your job.
Yes.
Coach Holmes and those guys, they always have players down there. One of the best wing T teams in America. But Dublin High School always has players, and they have tough kids. So, you know, all these guys are out on the road to kind of challenge them to make sure they go and see these guys.
100%. And obviously 1 second left right here before we get towards the end. 4th and 12. Looks like it was maybe a late timeout.
Yeah.
But no, I agree, Rusty. I'm glad you brought that up because I have kids that sometimes, like Elite Classic, like, you know, if I'm a junior, is it beneficial for me as far as recruiting? But I thought you brought up a great point, Rusty, and explained it for the audience at home. Like you said, seniors, it's a business trip.
Yep.
Freshman, sophomore, you get to see the next stars. 8th grade, hey, this is kind of your introduction to what it is.
The juniors know what to expect. And I tell those guys, look, you're a senior. When you leave here tonight, you're a senior. You know, you're a senior.
Yep.
So it's different layers to this game.
All right, here's the final play. Quick throw right there to the outside. Has some room, breaks the initial tackle before he skirts out of bounds. Right there, that is Jet Abrams right there on there. All right, guys, 35-7 here. Sophomores exerting their dominance. We're going to be right back with the halftime show here shortly. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here on the Peachtree Sports Network.
Nearly 1 in 4 U.S. consumers have been a victim of identity theft, even when they did all the right things to protect their personal information.
I did everything right, but an institution that had my data didn't. And now my identity's been stolen.
Banks, hospitals, employers, and other institutions all have your personal information too. And when they're exposed, careful monitoring of your accounts and credit won't be enough.
$110,000 of my hard-earned money gone.
The stakes are high, and even if you take steps to protect your personal information, you're not the only one who has it. Only LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second, alerting you to the widest volume of threats. And if you become a victim, a dedicated U.S.-based identity restoration specialist will fix it guaranteed. Plus, all LifeLock members are backed by the LifeLock $1 Million Protection Package, including reimbursement for stolen funds. Call now or go online and use promo code 35TV to save 35% off an annual plan for your first year.
Welcome into the Score Atlanta studios. I'm Ashley Carey, today joined by Christina Smith, the director of Georgia Building Trades Academy. Christina, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. Feel free to call me Christy. Everyone just calls me Christy.
Perfect. Well, Christy, tell us a little bit about the Georgia Building Trades Academy and the Youth Build program that you guys have.
Absolutely. So the Georgia Building Trades Academy has a wonderful Youth Build program. It's for youth ages 16 to 24. I like to say a good sweet spot is 18 and up because we are a pre-apprenticeship program. And what that means is that we give you all the skills necessary to enter into the trades of construction, whether it's electrician, plumbing, pipe fitting, glazing, all those different trades. There's about 14 within those trades. And we also have a logistics pathway for those who are interested in making sure that logistics on a construction site gets and the materials get to where they need to go.
Wow, that's incredible. So what can they expect? What's a typical program entail for them?
I will tell you, our program day is not a typical day like a regular school. Because we are hands-on 80% of the time, we want to make sure that our young people are experiencing what it's like to be on a work site, right? You want to make sure that you are ready to learn how to measure, how to cut, how to even communicate with your superiors on a work site. So I would say that's definitely different from like a regular traditional school.
Well, and the hands-on aspect of it is so important, especially for that age.
Yes, it's my favorite part because we have what we call work sites. And those work sites, we work with Atlanta Housing Authority. So we actually work on housing for people who are in need of housing or reduced housing. And some of our recipients are actually in our program. So they get to work on housing that they actually live in.
That's cool. That's really impactful. So how long does a program typically last?
It lasts about 6 months. You can complete it as short as 3 months, and I say that because you get your credentials, which is a MC3, which is a multi-craft core credential. That is your direct entry pathway into a union apprenticeship. Our program is the only one in our region that is offering this, being able to have that direct pathway. We made this primarily to make sure that young people, once they finish school, that they're able to get in, because it's a long list, right? I mean, we're doing a pre-training to make sure you have all the skills you need so you can just get to work and start working.
Yeah, sets them off on the right foot. So, Christy, what are some options for kids who are just getting out of high school?
Getting out of high school, you can decide a couple of pathways. You can either go to the military, you can decide to go to college, or you can decide to go into the trades. A lot of people may hesitate to go to the trades because they don't know too much about it. It is more comparable than a four-year college degree because once you go to your training program, not only are you learning the trade that you decide to go into, but you're also working at the same time. Or traditionally, you go to college and you're not working, you're trying to make ends meet. Well, with apprenticeship, you get to work, you get to learn, and you move up the same time. And once you graduate, you will journey out as a journey person, and then you have the ability to keep moving up. If you decide that you want to own your own company one day, a lot of the apprenticeships will help you do that so they can employ more people. And I truly believe that it's an option for a lot of people.
Earn while you learn is something we have heard a lot on this program. Now, Christy, if people want to learn more to sign up, where do they go?
Oh, absolutely. You can go on to our website at gabta.org. That's GA as in Georgia, B as in boy, TA.org.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Awesome.
The Georgia Elite Classic is sponsored by GeorgiaConstructionCareers.com. Transform your future today. Smart Local 85. Sheet metal is a smart move. Sports Turf. You bring the vision, we'll bring it to life. Deer Park. Visit DeerParkWater.com to nominate your team for the Deer Park Team of the Year. And by Gatorade. Fuel tomorrow.
All right, welcome back to the third quarter here. Sophomores versus freshmen. Sophomore with a lead, exerting their dominance 35-7. It's been a fast-moving first quarter. Some standouts. Obviously, Keon standing for. I know we're going to have our halftime stats and our highlights here. But, Rusty, what's kind of caught your eye so far?
I think the sophomore team is who we thought they were. You know what I mean? They're really good. They did, every layer of them is really good. They hurt you so many different ways. A little more outclassed than the freshmen. They're much, much deeper than this freshman roster. It's okay. I think what I like out of the freshmen is showing some fight. somebody's going to turn this on, look at this, and go, that's a blowout. Well, it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? It was 28-7. You're driving the ball, you get a big play, and all of a sudden the field flips. But this is what I want to watch second half. I want to see how these freshmen, how they respond to something like this, and get a chance to watch these sophomores play for one more half. A lot of these guys, these kids are going to stay in touch together, but they're 80% of this team right here played together last year. 80% of them will play together this year. A lot of them next year might not play some different things, but it's just going to be a joy to watch this. A good group of kids, and really enjoy the last 3 years. Really, 3 years with that 2027 bunch.
And obviously, you said Rusty earlier that this will be the first team that can go 2-0.
Yeah, yes, 2-0 in this freshman, because they were the first freshman team to beat the sophomore. Yeah,
exactly.
I'll save an announcement. We got something special brewing for freshman and sophomore next year for Georgia Elite, and I don't want to make that announcement tonight without the proper. I'm not the owner of this. I help run it, but I don't make those decisions. But we've got some ideas with the freshman and sophomore, and the momentum we have with these two particular classes. We got some special things brewing next year with that, and we'll probably announce those things shortly as it goes into it. But got a lot of texts from a lot of coaches, and I don't want to. I'm afraid I'll forget somebody, but I do want to thank all these schools in the state of Georgia, all the parents, aunts and uncles, booster clubs, everybody that sent their players up here and trusted the Georgia Elite Score Atlanta team with these guys for 2 days. And not to forget after this play.
Here's Gerard. Quick throw. Finds his running back right there. And good job in pursuit there from the goal on the stop. Looks like that was number 4. Hard to see there, a little bit misty.
Yeah, getting a little fog in here.
Yeah.
The flag football. First time we've ever done that.
Yeah.
And you were heavily involved with that. And listen, the young lady from Evans High School, and I got to get her name or I'm going to get in bad trouble.
Ren Chanchel.
You knew it.
Remember, yes, sir.
She picked up 2 offers last night after that performance. I did not know, to be honest with you, that they scholarship girls flag football.
Yes.
There's 4 schools in the state of Georgia that do. And she picked up full scholarship offers last night for flag football. What a story.
Yes.
What a story, man.
And I throw it like this, Russ. You remember that play we seen, obviously, with the Cedartown DB taking the ball away? She had the same exact play.
Yes.
I mean, absolutely incredible.
Got to give a shout out to, as we're talking about that area, Barrett Davis, who is the head coach of Evans High School. Coach Davis has coached here 4 times. He didn't coach this time. He came this year to be kind of our director of field and football operations and help run things behind the scenes. And he has done everything from feed lunch to fix shoulder pads to keep fields on schedule.
Look at this, Rusty. Here's Gerard looking for his man.
Nice job, DB. Staying in phase. Never let him get on top of him.
Chandler McGarver there.
Good job.
Looks like in coverage.
I want to finish that off. I do appreciate Coach Davis coming up from Evans and spending. He was the first one here on Thursday morning. He'll be here till we leave tonight. But just really, person has become one of my friends, and just thankful for all he did this week, along with all the Score Atlanta guys and everybody else. We'll say some goodbyes at the end. Still got a half to play.
Yes, we do.
I'll make sure I don't miss anybody.
There's a running play right there. That's Glover getting some positive yardage. And close to the sticks there. Be a 3rd and short.
On the stop.
Here's Gerard. Takes the snap. Quick throw right there. Good catch by Monkus. He breaks that tackle and gets out of bounds.
Yeah, we better get this game over with because this fog's going to close us out. If we had any overtime, we'd be in trouble.
Yes, we would. Tough to see. Good throw. Good pinpoint throw right there from Gerard. Easy pitch and catch. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. There's a snap. Gerard handing off. Glover tries to get to the outside. Lowers that shoulder.
Good tackle, man.
Christian Edwards with another tackle.
Man, good tackle.
Kylan
with the carry.
You can see right there. Man. He lifted him up and threw him down there. Excellent form tackle again. job there. Christian Edwards Milton said his name a couple times tonight. Here goes Gerard. Gerard escapes the pocket, one-on-one, showing that athleticism gets outside.
That's not what I was asking today. I didn't know if Teddy Gerard was, dual threat enough.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
yes.
And not saying he didn't, but when he goes to reads and doesn't see, watch the speed just enough to get out and move the chains. That's a great play by him right there.
A cool story on him, Rusty, I want to share and get your thoughts on here in a second. And here's the snap. Gerard's going to hand it off there. It's running back. Pursued well again by the freshmen as they gobble that play up. So, Rusty, listen to this. So, obviously, you were a big-time analyst, media talent here in the state. Obviously, a lot of people love Elite Classic. So, I was helping out with the event last year. Get a DM. Teddy Gerard, right, hits me up. Hey, man, I really want to play this event. I was like, look, man, I don't get players in, but I was like, let me see what I can do. I'm going to talk to some of the big guys and see. So I remember just kind of pushing him through. Wasn't a big kid, Rusty. Nobody knew about him. 5'8", 5'9", went to the price. It's like, yo, there's something about this kid is special. Here's Gerard right here, finds his teammate right there, Huggins, where he slammed down. And I was like, wow, I think this kid has kind of that.
A little something to him.
Yeah, a little something to him, a little it factor. Rusty, he grows over this summer. I go back to go visit him. 5'8", 5'9", goes to about 6'2". Talking to his parents. And it was like, it's not just the physical traits with him. They said it's mentally.
Yes.
And I talked to his coach, Coach PJ Hughes, Coach Jones, and they said mentally he's like a veteran right now, like a senior. He said this before his sophomore season.
Beating Savannah Christian on the road, that's a big check in your resume.
Yes, it is. Here's Gerard again showing that athleticism, trying to get to the outside, and he picks up another first down. But yeah, Rusty, after that, I was like, okay. And then the kids started picking up offers. You mentioned Wisconsin, Georgia State, and more kept coming.
He's going to be, the quarterback recruiting is so different now because the portal has dominated quarterbacks, and it's trickled down not only to the senior. It's really trickled down to the seniors, but what it has done, it has slowed the pace of the sophomores getting offers because these schools haven't spent time digging into these guys yet.
That's a good point.
As they start digging into them in January and February, and really there will be a big spring for Ben Musser and Teddy Gerard and all these guys. When the coaches start coming through and seeing you throw in person, that's where the offers start expanding.
100%. Here's the red zone presented by Inspired Landscape Solutions. On that run was Braden Wilbur. So, Rusty, obviously this has nothing to do with high school football, but I do want to ask you about just the portal and how it's affecting some of these kids here in a second. But here's Gerard. Quick throw, finds Monkus. Monkus makes the move, breaks the tackle, and he's in for a touchdown. Great play there from Davis Monkus.
Quickness. The portal's really doing it's a bad deal for high school seniors right now, and it's just because they're not. Can we go back on the replay? I don't want to interrupt. Watch the left tackle. He takes out his own guy, but I want you to watch big man from Carver, Columbus. Watch this left tackle get out in space. Watch the left tackle when we go back to the instant replay.
Touchdown for blue team.
And I'm going to finish that about portal because we got time to talk portal.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of parents tuning in right now, and I want to make sure that message is clear. But if we go back, I want you to watch on this screen. It's the job of the offensive tackle, the nearest to the wide receiver, to get out in space. He's going to miss, but he's going to clean his own teammate out. Watch the left tackle. See him move. Now watch at the end. He's going to try to get his guy. He's going to miss. He takes his own guy. You don't want, as a wide receiver, to have a 320-pound tackle running at you from your own team.
And you don't want to be colliding.
No, you won't be colliding with him at all.
No.
But, going back to the portal, it's really it's really hurt high school kids. But I do think, and I really believe this, that the second signing day, because the portal's going to be closed, and the schools are going to determine what they did not get and what they couldn't find and come back in. And I think the second signing day is going to be a lot bigger than it has been the last 2 years.
Interesting.
So there's going to be a lot of high school kids left. I don't know, and I don't want to speak enough about it because I don't know enough about the new JUCO ruling. The kids that are in college right now that played JUCO, looks like they're going to get an additional year. What does that mean? That closes down offers as well for kids to bring in. So There's a lot of unknowns, and I told the parents, I met with the parents of the senior class here, the only group I met with parent-wise, and I told them, you can't ask anybody. Let's see this play.
Out quick to Wansley, good move right there, getting some positive yardage, throw by Chris Miller.
I said, you can't ask the group in front of you how to handle this because they didn't go through this. You can't ask anybody 2 years ago because you're going through this together.
Right.
So this class of 2025, I really hope that today's game helped. And I hope these young men all get a chance to play. But the portal is really, really affecting the seniors right now big time. But it's delaying offers on the younger kids because they haven't had time to dig into those guys.
No, they haven't. There is good job pursuit there. Sophomores colliding there. See Big Pancake Hunter in there along with Max Brown.
I mean, look at him. He's been coming to camp. He's been coming to MVP camp. If I told Pancake there's a game Monday night,
he'd go play.
Valdosta, if he can get a ride, he'd go play.
You're not lying.
Let me see if I can get a ride. And let me see if my mom will take me.
For sure.
Big Pancake Hunter from Milton.
He was my first introduction, Russ. I don't know if you remember. I was still kind of new. Your MVP camp, I got to meet him.
Yep.
So. Definitely, and you do a great job with those, Rusty. I like those kids.
It's fun, and those are definitely try to the exposure deal.
There's Miller out quick again to Wansley. Quick screen right here. Nice move inside. He's going to pick up a first down.
I like him. Like his wheels. These two guys finished off a combo block. Finished them off.
All right, you guys can see here the replay. Oh, back to Chris Miller. All right, coming up on about 7:18 to go here in the third quarter. We got two split out here. Interesting formation here. Here's Spence. Spence throws it. Roswell receiver looking deep. It's covered up well. Intercepted. That's the Woodward Academy defender. Read that like a book. Number 16 for Blue. Be Elijah Lyles. Heard this name a lot from Woodward Academy. Look at him read this play like a textbook. Look at that coverage. Steps right in front of it. Big time play. Hearing a lot about this kid, Elijah Lyles. Got to meet his dad outside yesterday at practice, and he talked highly of him, and I can see why. Great play there from him.
Stay in phase. I told you Justin Miller from Milton will start texting me.
See?
He said, you see my guys?
Hey, I told you, Rusty. Georgia League Classic scoreboard. First game, or senior game, 20-13. They beat the Blue underclassmen.
Flag football, correct? Yep.
All right, here we go. There is Contarius Mooney Gibson there, trying to get to the outside. Good stiff arm, man. Look at him move right there, but that's going to come back in Department of Holding, Rusty. Ooh, that stiff arm was mean, though.
Yeah, that's a grown man stiff arm. That's a tough feeling when you're like, I'm squared up, and the next thing you know, you're looking at the ceiling.
Yes.
And he's still running down the sideline. You know, that's a
holding on the offense, number 6. That'd be a 10-yard penalty.
And if you play football long enough, everybody's had that moment.
Oh, 100%. I played a little bit, yeah.
What happened? Where'd that go?
Yup. Who's just in front of me, Coach?
Yeah. Why am I looking at the stars?
So, Russ, let me ask you this. This is just another personal question. Do you think that this portal maybe needs to be after the season is over? Not high school. I'm talking about college.
I would love for it to be May the 1st through May the 15th. After spring practice.
I like that.
And what happens, that's not perfect because I know what college coaches are going to say. I'm going to have to work with a kid entire spring and he's going to leave me. I think with that window, if you sign a kid there, you have to stay all the way through the fall and the football season. And then if you don't win your job, you go back through spring practice, you get a chance to compete, and you spend a year. And if it doesn't work, then you can leave. But we got too many windows. These kids are leaving after 7 or 8 months.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's windows all the time. And it's just not good for everyone. I certainly, the portal's fine. Let's get the calendar right.
I agree.
And I will say, that's kind of what Nick Saban has said, the post-spring portal. I like that. It's not perfect. I know some of the coaches are going to fight back on that, a guy leaving after you just coached him through spring practice. But, you can have a guy leave during the playoffs now, which is crazy.
Yes, it is. And there's Goodman right there. Quick throw. That's it. Hudson Hill. Look at him jump over the defender right there before he's knocked out of bounds. That's Cooper Melvin.
Very quick.
Yes, he is. He's one of my favorite ones to watch, Rusty. Just what he's able to do, ball in his hands. Like you said, impressive freshman year, another good sophomore campaign.
He'll be a big piece of the puzzle next year. We did have Andrew Beard in his game, got hurt.
Man.
And got hurt and tried to play in the state championship. And they got 2 carries.
He's a difference maker, Rusty.
Let me tell you something. I'm okay with him not playing his game because the sophomore team has been okay without him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that we need to add that fuel to the fire.
No.
You put Mooney Gibson and Andrew Beard together.
Good luck.
Yeah, man. I don't. They could have played both of the junior teams.
Here we go. Here's Goodman. Back to throw. Right there. Looking for Stanford. Look at him adjusting that ball. Easy pitch and catch. That's another touchdown. 4 on the night now for Keon Standifer. He makes it look easy again, Rusty.
Keon Standifer
He just, I don't know how else to describe it other than how easy he gets there. And watch him track this. Watch him turn his body, go back to the right. Just easy.
Almost speechless, Rusty.
Yeah, he's and you look at Craig Dandridge, number 2 in the game before. You look at those guys. I think Sandiford, the value of being able to catch the ball, track it so quick. Can he return? Can he be a returner? Those you're not going to see that in this game. But what level is he at? Certainly has the look of any level to me right now. Keeps getting bigger.
Stronger, faster.
It's going to be for him. Like, really, do you want to be the elite of the league? They're going to put him on the clock. Like, you're going to back that. Are you short area quickness? Or you got that change of directions quickness? Or you have that and the top end speed? That's going to be where it's going to separate for him. It's not going to be lack of offers. He's going to get them, and he's going to have places to play.
Right.
But, I know where these kids are and where they want to be. Like, what separates the top for those guys? Yeah.
Right.
So that's where it's going to be for Standiford, and he's going to have a bunch of offers. And I'll tell you this: Dale McGee's son played at Athens Academy last year, so he knew who he was. And I guarantee you, when they saw that yesterday, they're like, "Let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get out. Let's get out ahead of everybody else on this offer." Austin McGee is Dale's son, head coach of Georgia State now. He's a freshman there. He played at Athens Academy, so I know he's very familiar with him.
100%. Running back coach formerly of Georgia.
Yep.
How important is that, Rusty, though, for those coaches to get those offers out early? We sometimes hear kids like, "Hey, you're the first one to be on me." That meant a lot to me.
If I'm Georgia State, I'm doing a lot of that in state. I'm getting out on these kids early. I mean, it's a totally different recruitment now. But a lot of times it makes a big difference. You know what I mean?
Good point. All right, here we go, guys. 1st and 10, 4:44 to go in this one. Bode Spence takes the snap, throw out quick. Another quick critter, quick screen. Good positive yardage.
Like it.
Got that ball out there to Jed Abrams.
Yep. Coach Abrams, Cedartown's son, freshman. Man, they had a tough draw. They had Cambridge first round.
Yes.
Up 14, I think, in the 4th.
Man.
Lose. And
onside kick, Russ.
Onside kick, and just
that was that dynamic duo.
That Cartersville game. Man, Cedartown, they were in that thing late. Had a good year, just did not end the way they want. Like the quarterback counter here.
Here is Bode Spence. Good job by the blue there, pushing him out of bounds. Number 0. Tyler Johnson.
Bodie's a kid that played in this game last year. That's the same way that you talk about the transition of Teddy Gerard. The same way with him. Like, he was 5'10" maybe last year. He is legit 6'1" now as a freshman. And I mean, he's tall enough now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. I don't think he's done growing by any means.
He's only going to be a sophomore next year.
Right? Yeah. going to be the guy there, and had a great year. Everybody talked to about East Paulding was like, man, the future with that quarterback they've got. Oh, good move.
Nice move inside.
Real good move.
Positive yardage again there for the freshman. They get closer to moving the sticks.
Fighting, keep playing. You know, you look at this group here and the 2028 guys, and you know they want to win. This won't sit well with them. A lot of these guys will be back next year playing.
Yes, for sure.
You got to get a W.
Yeah,
you got to get a W.
Yeah, no rest. Can't go out like that.
Can't go out like that.
No, definitely not. See if they can get something positive going here. Maybe get a score. Here's Spence. And motion. Snap there. Bobbled. Able to corral it. They're trying to break free. Good tackle. Open field again. Jaden Ransby. Noonan.
Yep. And that's that. Noonan's a school that's got some young talent. Got Rodney Colton, got a linebacker.
Yes. Maybe South Carolina.
It's South Carolina. And when you have a player like that, when you go through spring practice, a lot of these guys know a player like that gets coaches through your school.
Yes.
And Barrett Davis is a prime example at Evans. They had Mason Short. They told me yesterday, said Nick Saban, had Kirby Smart, had Dabo. Everybody landed their helicopters at my school. Because of that. The value of that, though, the exposure for your school is one of those guys, and everybody gets looks.
There's Spence. Out quick.
Good ball.
Good catch. Abrams. And very close right there, Rusty.
You know, we talk about some of these kids. C.J. Wiley played in this game as a freshman. And let me tell you, I have to caution because Georgia fans get crazy sometimes. But what I've heard out of him the first 3 days in Athens.
What you heard?
Gonna be good news. There's a lot of buzz that he just transitioned straight from Mercedes-Benz straight to the indoor, making plays, and I don't think that surprises anybody that followed that move right there. Wow.
Whoa.
Look at that move.
Got him out of the way quick.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Wanza can go.
He got something to him, Rusty.
Watch this wheel here. Look at that.
Woo.
People watching at home going, Milton, really? Really?
We just see 2 years of it.
Really?
We got to see more.
Really?
Shout out to Coach Reeves and that Milton staff.
Good guys.
Outstanding job. One of the best coaching staffs here in the state.
Good people, good community. We can get some up top. See if we take a shot.
Here's first and 10 right here. QB counter again.
I like it.
Bodie Spence. Nice gain again, showing that ability.
And what we talk about coming in the second half? What we want to see out of the freshmen?
Fight.
They're going to fight. What are you going to put on tape?
Right. They're doing that.
See right now what they're putting on tape. Fighting their tails off.
Here we go. Likely the last play before the end of the third quarter. We'll put a bow on this one. Coming down on 6 seconds. See if they can get this off. And just got it off. No whistle. Spence. There's Christian Pancake Hunter. He got him. Ball was out.
Tried to get rid of it. Look at Pancake.
Pancake's like, you robbed me, man. Why'd you rob me?
I want a sack.
Come on, man. Got to show something to the college coaches. All right, guys, 49-7. Hope you've been enjoying this one. Sophomore lead, Zertner Dominance, 49-7. Freshman, impressive drive here, looking to add some points on the board. We'll be right back here after a short break.
A journeyman with Local 85, when you turn out, you can be hitting six figures.
Hey, I have your back, you have my back, we're gonna do this together. We're one for all for one.
College just wasn't for me. Let's look into actual career jobs that wouldn't take college, where I wouldn't, lose money and all that. Instead of losing a lot more money at the end, why not make money and make more money at the end?
Transform your outdoor space with Inspired Landscape Solutions Incorporated. With 34 years of expertise and a passion for innovation, we offer full-service maintenance, custom hardscape, outdoor living design, irrigation, lighting, and so much more. Whether you're envisioning a serene garden retreat or a vibrant outdoor entertainment area, we bring your dreams to life. Inspire Landscape Solutions, where creativity meets craftsmanship.
All right, welcome back here in store for the fourth quarter. 15 minutes to go here. 49-7 lead currently for the Sophomores. Freshmen, very impressive drive. Third down right here. See if they can get this first down and keep the drive alive.
As we enter the fourth quarter, Keon Standiford has 5 catches for 130 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Ooh, that's that line.
That's a pretty good fantasy.
Yes.
If we got Georgia fantasy, man, they don't tell
about 50 ball, right?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, I want to be real clear now because I had someone text me. He is a power 4 football player.
Without a doubt.
It's like what level is he going to be in that mix?
Yeah, and that's what you were doing, Rusty. You were explaining it.
Somebody was like, hey, that kid's really good. No, he's really, really good.
Right,
special.
that's what we're saying.
I'm trying to say where you gonna fall within the group of what they think is the elite players in that position. But Keon Standiford,
that's a different level. That's why you're analyst.
He's got the rusty stamp. I can assure you that. And I have seen him since the 8th grade. Again, and Josh Alexander and those guys over there, and they know what they got, and everybody in that region knows what they're going to deal with the next 2 years with him.
Oh, good luck. I think we got a challenge here. Seen that pink flag,
man. Guys,
I know you're like, what's the point?
Actually has been in the booth since 7 o'clock in the morning, and we're challenging at this scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know that Israel Troop is not challenging the spot up there. And that man's got to drive home to Thomasville tonight and challenging. You tell me these coaches aren't competitive?
100%.
Again, just want to say thank you, all the coaches. A lot of text. Thank you guys for sending your players up here, and hope everyone in the state of Georgia gets to unpack and kind of have a little bit of downtime. I know football season in the state of Georgia is so long. Kick back up with the off-season weight programs and those types of things. But
gonna miss it, Rusty.
Yeah, man.
A lot of fun watching. Bo Spence right there. Look at Max Brown. Eat up that. Max Brown with a big tackle.
And they love him.
Man. Got up on that quarterback fast. Look at this replay from home.
Yep. Look at him trail. When you read it like that, when he sees that guard pull, comes right in underneath it. That's exactly how they coach you to do that.
I want to ask you this, Rusty. You've seen a lot of his brother. Now, I feel like Brown is elite of the elite, but I feel like instinctually, it feels like Max might be a step ahead.
Max has got a little bit more, I would say, at this stage. I would say he's got a little more physicality to him.
Right.
But you want to talk about, like, athletic tools. I mean, Sammy was a state champion in track, state champion wrestler. Sammy Brown was, so I'll say this, Max is a power 4 player.
Yep.
Again.
100%.
Sammy Brown was in that upper elite. You know what I mean? There's some separators right now. Doesn't mean Max can't get there, but he's making his own name, so I'm real careful with that. But Sammy Brown is one of the best. Sammy Brown has an opportunity to be a lot of All-American, preseason All-American next year, and he did nothing to disappoint this year. But I'll tell you this, I know that family, Mike and Becca Brown, well. Those two young men right there are as good as you can get. Great family. Mike does a good job with that Jefferson weight program up there. And you saw those kids get to the state championship. Unfortunately, their quarterback was banged up. He tried to go, get everything he could. And they just ran into a team that was hot. They ran into the hottest team in that classification in Calhoun. And I will say this, Trace Hawkins, we only have so many spots for this game. And you certainly think about a young man, not one, in my opinion, not one freshman quarterback had a better year than him.
I agree.
The way he finished. Should he have been in this game? No question. But we stick to our kind of principle. Once our spots are full, it's full. You know what I mean? So don't always get it right. But here, listen, Trace Hawkins played in the state championship. He played on the big stage. He's probably okay sitting at home chilling right now.
Yeah.
Just got his ring sized the other day. You know what I mean? So don't think I don't know who you are, Trace, and look forward to watching you for the next couple of years. But you certainly did nothing to disappoint. And, we don't always.
Another deep ball by Muser. And caught.
It's hard to tell on that.
It is with that miss, Rusty. But that's Jalen Britt again. Another big play for him. Look at Muser step up in this pocket right here with the pressure on. Off the run. And look at this play. Nice catch from Britt.
I tell you now, a couple things with Muster. When he sets his feet, he can unload it now. And he's athletic, too.
We're in the red zone presented by Inspired Landscape Solutions. Yes, he can, Rusty. Yep. Muster's going to keep this one. Read option. Play he knows well and gets it all the way down on the goal line. At the 3.
What you got? Georgia, Notre Dame coming up. What do you think?
It's going to be a good game, Rusty.
A really good game.
Man, I mean, Gunnar Stockton, he showed his dual threat ability in that Texas game.
It'll be good to see. And what Georgia does with him now.
Yes.
With 3 weeks to prepare, what do they do with him?
What do they do? And I'll tell you what, Rusty, that defense is special.
Yep.
And there it is right there. Touchdown. He got in.
The light show.
That is the troop running back in for a score, as you guys can see here on the replay.
No, I've said it a lot, man, but West Georgia.
Doing something over there, Rusty.
Yep.
That was Javarius Warner. Give him credit there for the run. Breaking the tackle for the score.
What time did you get here today?
Me? Got here like about 8:30. So, been on headset since.
That's incredible, man. You did a great job today. That call you made with 8th grade, that was fantastic. I don't know if that's going to end up on SportsCenter. I'm not really sure that's how I thought I might end up on SportsCenter one day. But if we do tonight, that was a hell of a call by you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Glad you captured a moment, because I kind of lost it for a minute. I had the fan in me, and
yes,
I'm the parent. Somebody's open. 100%.
Yeah, but here we're going to get a kick. And received there by the freshman. 56-7 lead here for the sophomores. But yeah, real quick, back to your point, Rusty, I do want to bring this up. I was talking about Notre Dame, Xavier Watts. I know you know him.
Oh, yeah.
That defense, it's going to be a chess match.
And Jeremiah Love.
Yes.
Home run. The thing, with Georgia, they've done really well against quarterbacks they know where they're going to be most of the time.
Yes.
Now, Riley Leonard likes to run. Everybody. That's not Haynes King.
Right.
Haynes King he's going to run until he can't move, and obviously he did against Georgia. It took 8 overtimes to win it, but to me, Riley Leonard is going to have to make some really big throws for a game like that, because you give Georgia kind of the Texas model, where they know a guy's going to be, they can get home on you quick, and they're healthy for the first time in a long time. But I still think it's going to be a great game. There it is, the wheel route.
Trey Bird going deep down the field and intercepted. Intercepted again. This secondary for the sophomores coming up big time. I believe that was Morgan Burnett's safety for Walton on that interception. Let's see. Yep, has the Walton Heltman. That is 41. Yes, it is. They got some young guys rushing that secondary coming up.
I believe his dad played at Georgia, Cap Burnett, back in the early 2000s. And they ran that concept with that backside wheel route we've seen all day, and the ball was just a little bit underthrown because they were on top of the defenders early. Yep. Long throw for a freshman.
Yeah, Great job. They're going to be another team to watch coming up here soon, too, Rusty. Wallen, obviously, 2 years now removed from that state championship appearance.
Lost a lot last year.
Yes.
Lost to Milton last year with Jeremy Hiklinski and those guys.
Yep. But Malachi Speed, Burnett, they're going to have some guys. Here's a run by Glover. Glover gets the block. One man to beat. No, in and out move, Rusty. What a play. Oh, my. He's going to score a touchdown.
Wow.
Whoa. Got to see the replay on that. That in and out move, Rusty, was something to behold.
Full speed.
Whoa.
Full speed.
Glover for the touchdown.
Look at this move, Rusty. Right about here.
Caught the angle.
Man. And look at the teammates, Rusty, all the way over there.
Man.
Rallying around him. What a play by Glover. That's how you do it.
This move right here.
Oh, it sounds like he did a dance, Rusty.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, sophomore showing the dancing. All right, I think we're going to get a replay. Heard we got an electrifying play of the game via our producer, Roddy White. So we'll check that out here after this PAT. And it's good. 63-7. Here we go. Electrifying play of the game presented by Smart Local 85. Glover from Veterans, as you guys can see right here. In and out. Woo! Turns on the Jets right there. And beats the defender. Christian Edwards had the opportunity. Couldn't quite get him. Watch this dance right here, Rusty.
That's too much time. That's too much time in the hotel to be able to choreograph all that.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, we talked about one of the best games we've ever seen in Georgia League Classic in that 8th grade. Maybe the best game. This 2020-17 may be one of the best teams that's ever kind of been together in a game like this from top to bottom. And tall task today. Freshmen need a couple things go their way. Did not. It just seemed like every time they had something go their way, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Stop the drive, penalty. Then you get in the second half, and some of these guys just take over.
Yeah, just put it on you. Obviously some good players here in the freshman class. I want to mention them as well. Keelan Wansley. Here's Bird again. Snap. That's picked off by Max Brown. He's taking touchdown. Breaks the tackle, and he will have a pick six. Max Brown. Backflip in the end zone.
Man.
I don't know if Mike Brown will want to see that too much more, but
I don't see that one.
You'll take the pick six, and they rally around him again.
Flags all over the place.
Man, look at Max Brown on this pick. Read it, gets the block on the outside, breaks the tackle, goes inside for the score. And just got overly joyed there, Rusty.
Yes, yes. I'm telling you now, they were juiced yesterday at practice.
Yes.
And they were bouncing around that inside drill from that bunch. I'm going to show my age. Talked about Cat Burnett being his dad.
Yeah.
Granddad.
Oh, man.
It's still really good bloodlines down.
Oh, I already know.
Let me tell you something. Cat Burnett can ball now.
I already know.
I believe he was North Clayton High School back in the day.
Did one of his family members play in the NFL?
Morgan.
That's why I wanted to say that, but I want to make sure I was wrong. That was the secondary player for Green Bay, right?
Yes, Green Bay.
See, I know a little about history, Rusty.
Yeah, well, I'm covering granddads now. Longest in the bloodline.
Yeah, definitely. He was a good player for them too for a little while. Man,
well, that thing got talking about escalating quickly.
Very. Man, I think you're right, Rusty. The best team, I think they're in that conversation. One of the best teams to come through Georgia League Classic.
No doubt.
One of the best.
I have to go back and look at all the from top to bottom, though. This bunch here.
I know we do like a Georgia League Classic alumni. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh,
Rusty,
yeah.
but
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely going to have to put this class in there. And I think when it's said and done, you probably see a lot of Power 4 players
Oh yeah.
Division I rosters.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go. We got a running clock here as we come down towards the end. 6:30 to go.
You're going to leave me with it here in a minute. You're going to go down to the set.
Yeah, final interview. Put a cap in the bow.
I got to get ready to head to New Orleans.
Yeah. You flying or you driving?
I'm not making the best decision I've made in a long time after this week. Let's put it that way. Not the best decision I've made in a long time. It looked good on paper.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's like, oh, New Orleans, cool.
Yeah, that ain't that far.
Yeah, but now it's like
Storm
night. Oh, nice move right there. Oh, big hits. Man.
See them, they're still playing hard, man.
Yes, they are. I think number 6 for Walton there on that stop. Malachi Speed, another one to watch for the Raiders. Wow. A full 4 quarters here for the Blue. All right, here we go. 2nd and 14 now. Great play by Speed. Another handoff there, and look at number 60 gobble it up again. Great job there again from the sophomore, Stephen Sapp.
Yeah. Big Sapp from Pepperell. Young man that plays both ways for those guys. And proud of my Pepperell guys. Started with some of the seniors and some of the young guys. Moss Tant comes in, throws a couple balls. We got a lot of juniors coming back. Middle school team just won the middle school championship. Back here in action. Another surprise, another big play by the defensive line there.
Sophomores do it again.
Yep. Big Bailey out of Cartersville. Final 3 minutes. Dodge, you do a job today, man. I know you got a lot going on. And I don't know that, talking about records. you broke a record today that I don't think is ever going to be broke. 5 games?
Yeah, all 5, man.
5 games.
And 2 yesterday.
2 yesterday.
Yeah, flag football.
7 games.
7 games Elite Classic, Rusty. Got to do it big.
Ooh, man.
It's a grand event.
They're going to retire your jersey and leave it in the parking lot.
Yes, sir. Get some good fuel in you and be good to go. I guess because I'm a little younger.
You are younger, yes.
A little bit younger, so. Maybe when I get to your age, I'll be like, hey, 3 or 4 at me, that's it, man.
Y'all pushing the limits on this old guy.
Yes, sir.
Pushing the limits. Yeah, Najee's going to head down. I'm going to finish this game off. You're going to do post game. We'll finish this off here shortly. See who the sophomores bring out here at quarterback. There we go. We got a late turnover here for the freshman team, I believe. Goodman unable to get the snap. Looks like the freshman get the ball, get the turnover. They got a little juice to them. I like it. Like to see this. Turnover there by the freshman. Recover. 2 minutes to go. See what they can do here offensively. Bring Bodie Spence back in. Got a running back beside him. Bodie Spence, quarterback out of East Paulding High School. He's got Jacob Rajecki, younger brother, Will Rajecki out of Sequoia, beside him in the backfield. It's razzle dazzle, but man, 8 up. Tried to run the double reverse, not happening. Another young man, Chris Johnson out of Cedartown. You're going to see the speed to close there and bring the Wansley, the Milton wide receiver, down. And kind of like the play call coming out of a turnover. Let's see if we can get something and try to put one up. Clock's running. They may have 2 more plays in this game. Najee goes down to the set to finish it off. Post game MVPs. Both teams still playing hard. Spence going to go deep. Going to be a turnover there. Interception. Just a little miscommunication there. That's going to be Elijah Lyles out of Woodward Academy. Track that ball, finish it off. So that's going to do it probably. That's going to do it probably for the sophomore team. Big goal for them. They made it clear when they got here. First conversation, Israel Troop head coach said, we want to go 2-0. This one, we want this class to be the first one to go 2-0. We were the first freshman class to win. They had a 2-point play. Max Brown stops a 2-point play last year with no time on the clock to beat the sophomores. And they go out in style. They go 2-0. This is one of the most talented teams to come through the Georgia League Classic in the last 12 years. When they take this team picture here in a minute, we go back and look at this roster in a couple years, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. There's a lot of Power 4 players, a lot of college football players, a lot of guys that's going to play high-level football and go on to play Saturday football, and some may even go and play Sunday football. What a day. Finishing up here. Give us a few seconds and we're going to have post game, but shout out to the freshman team, and I'm sure this is not going to set well with them, and this group will come back next year and play. Come back next year and play. See Coach Troop getting his guys together. He's got to do post game interview. Hard to believe, year 12, Georgia League Classic wrapped up. Already got people asking me about next year. We got to have a little bit of a breather. We got some things coming up, though. I think we'll have some announcement here in the coming weeks to a month that we're going to try to get carry some momentum over we have with these games, especially in these 2 classes here, the freshman and sophomore. We're going to try to expand on this thing a little bit. I'm going to get this down to Najee here for the post-game interviews.
All right, welcome to the Winning Coaches interview right here with Coach Israel Troop and obviously Keon Standifer. Coach Troop, 70-7 win in this one. Had to go on both sides of the ball. How was you able to just slow down a really good freshman team?
Coach, they just did a really good job. You know, they came prepared all week. You know, it was great having these guys back from last year as well. This is a special group. A lot of these guys start for their varsity team, so, you know, it was really easy in bringing out the energy, too, as well.
And obviously you said the energy. Speaking of that special group, I think it's one of the best teams we've had in Georgia League Classic history, but you've seen them every day in practice. What makes them maybe an inch above the rest?
They just play hard. You know, they play hard and they love each other. I mean, that's the main thing. You see when we scored, I had to get them all together because they was celebrating their team, and that's the biggest thing, celebrating teammates and playing together.
What was your favorite thing about just coaching, you know, in this Elite Classic for another year and seeing this team kind of accomplish history? First team to beat freshmen to beat sophomores, the sophomores beating freshmen, first time 2-0.
This is a special group. I'm going to miss them, and I'm going to hate to see them split up next year, but I just love these kids. You know, they were excited to see me back, and it was just a great game. Great game.
Thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate you. We're going to go to Keon Standifer. Obviously a phenomenal game for you. 5 catches, 130 yards, and 4 touchdowns. What was your favorite moment out there?
Just putting on the show for the people that's watching. Just a love for the game, really.
100%. Now, obviously, you had a 1,000-yard season for Athens Academy. Had that viral catch. I'm sure you've seen it when you had a one-hander. Get a Georgia State offer. What did it mean to you just to perform at this level at the Elite Classic?
It's a lot. It means a lot to me. I pray for times like this to get offers, and yeah.
For those that don't know your story, how have you been able to get to this level? How much hard work have you been putting in? Walk us kind of through that.
I started when I was young with East Metro. Coach Ken coached me to Athens Academy, to get into Athens Academy, and yeah, I started from there.
Last question for you before we let you get out of here. What was your favorite moment from tonight? You had a lot of great catches. One over here, you adjusted to the ball. You had another long ball. I mean, you did everything, but what was your favorite moment?
Probably the post coming out of here, the go ball. Yes,
Why did you like that one the most?
Adjusting to the ball. I like adjusting to the ball, really.
100%. Well, congratulations on winning MVP, Keon Standiford. Great game for you, and good luck in the future. Yes, sir. All right, guys, we're going to put a bow and tie on this one. Thank you for tuning in. Georgia League Classic, 12th annual edition. A lot of fun, and we'll be back again next year. Hope you guys have a great holidays, and Happy New Year from the staff. Got to thank Roddy White, Ashton Carey, AJ Rosenberg, Rusty Mazel, and so many more. Thank you for tuning in.